Hey, what's up, guys? I just left the house. I picked up that big lot of stuff that I paid $1,350 for. I was feeling really nervous about it. I had the shaky cam going. I put the battery in this camera. I'm feeling good about it now. I'm really feeling good about it. I laid it all out on the floor. I'm about to go through everything when I get back home. I'm gonna live stream it, but don't worry. If you guys didn't see the live stream by the time this video hits, I'm gonna have a dedicated video about this lot. Two things are happening right now. Number one, this TV that came with the big lot, I already sold it. I put it up for 80 bucks and like 6 people wanted it. So that's gone. I'm going to drop that off to a chick right now. And then in this box right here, the Game Boy stuff that was in the big bundle. A lot of box Game Boy shit. You know, a lot of box. I'll go through it all. The most expensive box game here is Roger Rabbit. That's like an $80 complete in box game. So yeah, I don't want to go through all when I'm driving, but I got that, a few GameCube games, and a few PSP games. That wasn't part of the lot, but I'm going to trade all that stuff for a Nintendo Switch. I'm finally getting a Nintendo Switch, and it's the good one with the red and blue joysticks. So I'm pretty excited about that. Here, I'm gonna put my seatbelt like this for all those people that are like, don't put the seatbelt underneath your arm. All right, Mom. There you go, Mom. So I'm getting a Nintendo Switch. I think it comes with Zelda and a carrying case and all that fun stuff. So we worked out a trade. This guy collects all Game Boy stuff, and he's the same dude that I got the Harvest Moon box and manual from. He's a really great guy. He watches the videos, and he was selling his Switch, and he asked me if I would do a trade. I said, what would you like? He picked the stuff out, and I don't have an attachment to the Game Boy stuff, so it's easy for me to let go of that. And Game Boy stuff is a tough sell too. You really have to find somebody that's collecting specifically for Game Boy, and I found one. I'm still gonna keep all the Game Boy consoles and stuff. He just wants the games. So I'm gonna get a Switch out of the deal, which is great. I'm not 100% sure yet if I'm gonna keep it or not. I probably will at least hold on to it until my Las Vegas trip, so that I have something to play on the airplane. But I'm not a big fan of Zelda. I know a lot of people will hate me for saying that, but I'm not a big fan of it. So either I'll sell it and you know, make 400 bucks or so, or I'll just hold on to it and use it when I go to Vegas, and then kind of hold on to, maybe I'll even hold on to it indefinitely for Mario when it comes out, and just to have it as a collectible. So we'll see. I'm unsure. It all depends on how much money I can recoup from the doubles in this big lot. Like I said, I paid $1,350 for it. 80 bucks of it is gone right away, so $1,270 really in games, and we're getting a Nintendo Switch and stuff. So I mean, that goes for in between $400 and $500 that you still can't even buy them here, and people want them like crazy. So, you know, worst case, I can sell the Switch, which would have been a lot easier of a sell than the Game Boy stuff. So we'll play it by ear. Lots of video should be in this video, but I'm gonna cut off the camera for now. I'll let you know when I do the trades. I'll show you the stuff, and wow. And then I'll give you an overview of all the stuff in this video, and then I'll have a dedicated video showing it all and how much it's actually worth. So, oh, look at that, an M3 just passed me. But anyway, guys, we'll see you in a few. All right, guys, the TV is gone. Sold that for 80 bucks, so that's good. So now we're in for $1,270 in total. I am now going to trade the Game Boy stuff with a few GameCube games. What else is in there? PSP stuff for a Nintendo Switch. I don't know all the stuff that comes with the Switch. I'll show you as soon as I get it. Want to know something funny, man? People around here locally, the other collectors, are starting to hate me. This is the third collection that I bought in the last like 4 days. And the guy who sold me this collection texted me. Actually, I texted him back because it was showing that he had Clay Fighters complete in box for the N64, which is like $2 grand. I don't know how much it is now, but it's expensive as fuck. And I text him back and I say, hey man, do you still get that Clay Fighters? He goes, I never had a Clay Fighters. So the guy that was going to buy the stuff, that it was between me and him. We were the last guys in the bidding war. This dude ended up selling it to me because I had cash on hand and I was heading out there. Now the other dude, he had to wait till after 4 o'clock. He went and made posts, fake posts with fake games that this guy still had left, and put his phone number and his name and everything on the ad so that people would continuously call him asking about clay fighters. That's how salty people get in this business, if you want to call it. So word around the street, another collector goes, "Hey Jeff, did you end up getting that collection?" I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Yeah, word on the street is they're now calling you the collection killer." Oh, I was like, I like it. All right, guys, I just traded the Game Boy stuff for all of this year. We've got a Nintendo Switch Super Mario carrying case, which is nice. We have got, obviously, the good one. We got the blue and red variant, and it is in minty, still boxed. Everything's crisp. He bought it and just played Zelda and never touched it again, so pretty awesome. And came with, obviously, the Zelda, Breath of the Wild, and 2 sealed games that he never ended up playing. He threw those in. We've got Has Been Heroes and Super Bomberman. So that's pretty cool, man. I got those 3 games and the Nintendo Switch for the box Game Boy games that I just got in that big lot, and threw in Mario Party 7 and Mario Party 5. 7 was just missing the manual. Everything else was complete in box. Silent Hill Origins for PSP, along with Metal Slug and 1 other PSP game. And I think that was it. Maybe there was 1 other GameCube game, I'm not sure. I'm also going to be, since he just showed up with these, I'm going to give him a few more Game Boy games, and Dark Cloud 2 he really wants for PS2. So I'm going to be dealing with him a lot now. He's also a collector here, and he's a fan of the channel. So I'm going to swing by and drop him off that stuff. I usually have buckets of games with me, but I just didn't have them on me today. It's just been a hectic morning. And then also he has a NES Mini, so complete in box. It's modded with like an extra 50 games, but he's got all the box and manuals and everything for it. Those are impossible to find. We're going to work out a trade for that too. And it's great because we don't really compete with each other in terms of collection, because I collect NES and regular Nintendo and N64, and he's a Game Boy guy. He's got all kinds of systems, but yeah, that's a pretty amazing deal. Like I said, if I wanted to flip this stuff, I mean, I could probably get back about $500+ right there if I really wanted to. So I still got to go through how much I have invested in this other lot, and then I'll figure out what I'm going to do with everything. But I gotta go. I'm going to the gym right now, and then I'm going home. I'm gonna stream all the pickups, go through everything, and then we'll go from there. You guys are getting spoiled with content, and I'm getting spoiled with games. Woo! Retro hunting season, boys. Ow! Ow, 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 ow! Guys, I can't stop scoring. I can't stop scoring. A Super Nintendo just came up on Kijiji Craigslist. It listed off a bunch of games, $120 with the console, 2 controllers, and then he said, and there's more. Too much to list. So I call him and I said, can you give me the names of the other games? Final Fantasy 3, a bunch of other games. And I'm like, well, you take 100 for everything. He's like, no, I'm going to stay firm at 120. I said, yeah, that's fine. I can do 120. You can't blame me for trying. I'm going to head down. So that's where I'm going right now. He's texting me his address. This is fucking crazy. I'm scoring like crazy. What's going on? Holy fuck. I'll message you. I'll turn on the camera when I get there. I mean, before, when the haters are like, dude, this shit's fake, I'm actually starting to, I'm starting to pinch myself, because, I mean, the amount of shit that I'm scoring right now is fucking insane. It's crazy. Holy shit. Woo! I don't even know. So it isn't Final Fantasy 3. It was Final Fantasy 2. But there's definitely games in here I'm going to add to my collection that I don't have. All right, guys. So it is now 6:30 at night. I just got out of the gym. got a nice little pump on, and now I'm heading down to sell a PlayStation 2 bundle that I have back here. There's like 8 or 9 games, some really good titles. PS2 Slim, memory card, 2 controllers, selling it for $100 bucks. So I'm gonna do that right now. It's always nice to get rid of PS2s. You can't really get that much for them. It's always about the type of games that you have in for the bundle. So $100 is really, really good. And then after that, I'm going to drop off Donkey Kong Country 1 and Donkey Kong Country 3 for Super Nintendo.
On Beaufort Avenue.
For $50. So I'm about to make $150, which is good. And then I'm going home and
in 600
streaming.
meters, turn left onto Ingle Street.
There you go. So yeah, I'm gonna go home after this and stream all my pickups, work on another video showing you guys the big lot of stuff I got today and seeing if I got ripped off or not. I'm feeling really good about it though. And yeah, that'll be it for this video. We'll see you guys in the next one.